Well, hello out there, who's ever out here. I just want to do a special announcement. I was just talking to my contact with Kemimoto. I did that uh, ice auger video here through the November 27th. You get 20% off it, and it's fairly cheap. There's a promo code in the description I just installed in the video. And if you will, if you're interested in it, just go there, click on, copy that promo code when you do the order, and you'll get 20% off if you want to buy that ice auger. I am going to be doing one more video on it. They asked me, but I got to wait for snow. So any of my subscriber friends that are out there. I have some friends that are subscribed to my channel. If any of us have an ice auger I could borrow, I'd greatly appreciate it. I don't have one. I don't really want to buy one just to use for video. But so, but that being said, you go to the description in that video from a Kemimoto, uh, and you copy that promo code, you get 20% off. You want to buy that. My way of thinking about it is you could use it for. I got to change my background. You could use it for mounting. It's heavy enough. You could mount a shovel on it for trail rides. You could also use it for. Let's see here. Show. It should update, but you could use it for mounting stuff too. Like say if you want to put a fire extinguisher on your side by side, or shovels, or fuel caddies, you can go ahead and do that. It is so. I just wanted to put this out there because I know I don't do a whole lot of lives, and I just felt it was easier to just do it this way. If you guys are interested in it, that's where you go. It wasn't that terribly priced, and also, let's see here. If why is my background changing? But anyway, it ain't changing for some reason. Whatever. But anyway, I have another update. I don't know if you know or not. I do dabble in. I used to do it big time into RC stuff. That's why I got into drones and stuff. But I bought a project RC car. I just wondered if you or anybody. I used to own axial crawlers and that. That's I went from nitro trucks to nitro sedan car racing to RC helicopters to airplanes, to which I still have an airplane, to drones, obviously. And from there, I've moved on to side by sides, my Ranger per se. And I do have I don't know if you saw in the last video, there's a Ranger kind of sitting there. That is going to be for my next video. That doesn't run well. I'm going to be replacing the intake boots, and we're going to do servicing the differentials in it and stuff. And hopefully the intake boots take care of the running situation. It takes a fit. It just doesn't want to start. So that's why it's here. And that's going to be for my next video. But when you got, 26-degree Fahrenheit weather right now, my garage isn't heated. I'm going to wait for it's no hurry to get it done, so I'm going to wait for a decent day to do it. But anyway, getting back to I bought it. It'll be here in December. An AX24. It's a 12 scale crawler, and I got a bunch of stuff coming for it. This I bought myself. Nobody sponsored it. Nobody sent it to me for free. But I'm going to be doing a series of that. I'm trying to find stuff to carry me through the winter. that I can do in the house, where it's warmer and stuff like that. So that is the going to be the plan for this winter. I'm going to do things. I'll do certain things out in the garage, like Kemimoto. They asked me. They just sent me a message that they want to me to put an auger on my Ranger and ride around with it on there when there's snow on the ground. So I can do that. I just got to find an auger. So if I got any subscriber friends that are in here, because I have some friends that have subscribed to my channel. If you got ice augers, could you get with me? You know how to, and I'll figure something out. I just don't want to buy an ice auger. I'm not into ice fishing, and I don't want to buy it and have it sit here. I'd rather borrow one for a video. So that was my intent. So, and I see I got two watching right now. I appreciate you guys very much. As always, it's 9:20 a.m. my time here. I don't know where a lot of you are from, but I know a lot of my subscribers, they don't comment on the videos. They don't if I do a live stream, they don't chat. Yeah, if you can see my video and you can see a comment box, whether you know it or not, you have a YouTube channel, so you can comment. Because I like to know who's out there. I really do. I appreciate everybody. I had a great Thanksgiving. I went down and hung out with my son at his house, which is our old house. We went down there and had Thanksgiving dinner with him, and we left yesterday morning, and we left about 3 o'clock in the afternoon to beat the rush, and it wasn't bad at all driving to and from. So gas was cheap, under $3 a gallon, 2.91. I paid for fuel, and up in Ludington here, which is about 20 minutes from my house. We went there yesterday, and gas was 2.91. So I mean, gas is dropped for now, which is great. But I have some plans for next season. Next season too. The trailer's ready. My truck is always ready. And I talked to my wife about it. Driving back home yesterday. We're gonna go out west. We're gonna go into Yellowstone. We're gonna go to. I'm gonna end up in Utah. Go Yellowstone, Colorado, then Utah. And I have a channel I follow in Utah, and I've been talking to them about joining in on one of their rides. Their NU ATV is it's an ATV club in northern Utah, and they I would do a guest ride with them and ride with them. So I'm looking, like they do the Paiute Trail and some other places out there. That's where the dinosaur bones are. So, but we're going to do that. But don't forget, if I hold this up right. Yeah, he corrected me. I spelled Kemimoto wrong. Go to Kemimoto.com when you do your order. And if you want to order that auger mount, ice auger mount, it's 20% off till November 27th. And it's not that expensive. So if anybody wants them out, you can use it for other things too. Like I said in the video, you can get a pair of them, put on one each side of your machine. And if you wanted to, if you're going for a big, long ride, like they do out west there, like that club, they'll go for a 160-mile ride. And they carry a lot of gear with them, and I follow my ATV life. He carries a lot of gear, and if you didn't have the money to buy the $600+ to buy the unit to fit in the box of your Ranger, you could always get a pair of these, and you could mount stuff to them, and they're rigid enough as when they're clamped in there because you lock and right. They're not going to wiggle around and fall out on you. So you could mount a fuel pack on it. You could mount a fire extinguisher on one side. You could mount shovel on it. You could mount whatever, recovery ropes or whatever. So it isn't that bad of a deal. I'm promoting, but I'm not because they do support my channel. So, but I appreciate it. There'll be more Kemimoto stuff coming. I do have an installed on my Ranger here that I gotta get done, but I'm gonna do that after I get the other Ranger done and out of the way. So, and running. So once I get the Ranger 900 done and get it out of my way, I will be doing a install video on a really cool thing for my Ranger. Like I said, I bought it as a trail machine, not as a a work machine. Everybody says, well, why didn't you buy a razor? I could have bought a razor. I could, when I went in there, they said I could have whatever I wanted. I could have bought a razor 1000 if I wanted it, but that ain't what I wanted. I wanted something small that would fit in a toy hauler, but yet I could have room to carry equipment in the back end of it. Because when I do my thing, I carry drones, I carry my camera gear. We carry coolers of water, whatever we want to drink. So that's why I wanted something like this. It isn't about speed. Somebody says, like, I see the comments. Somebody said that they'd like to see my eighth mile times with it. Kind of, then he called me Pops. Well, I didn't buy it as a race machine. I bought it as a trail machine, and you start hammering on them like that, they don't last as long either. So it's like, I got to. That's why I do what I do. Um, I am within. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm 90 watch hours away from this channel being monetized, which means uh, I will start making revenue from the channel itself. So I got 90 watch hours, and that's climbing really, really quick. And I appreciate everybody that's watching my videos. I really do. Sometimes I don't. I watch my own videos. Well, my problem is my videos. When you see them, I've already seen them 4 times. So I'm watching them and saying, okay, that's cool. And then I watch again and say, oh, okay, it's boring, But I see it 4 times, so I'm seeing it multiple times. I'm seeing it more than once. So it's like I tend not to watch my videos once they're up on YouTube. Put it that way. I just let them run. Uh, for that reason, because I've already seen them. I've seen it when I shot the video or did the video. I see it when I edit the video. Then I see it when I'm re-editing the video if there's something I don't like. Because like I did a narration video, which I'm going to do another one of them. I use this mic actually. That's something different. And if people like to hear me talk about the trails over the video, I can do that. I just uh, never thought about it, but I watch a lot of channels that do that. I don't try to talk too much into it, but um, that's what we do. I mean, I what am I trying to say? I I do YouTube as at this point. I do it as something to keep me busy. I'm old. I'm retired. I'm 67 years old, and I realistically I can work on a Ranger. I can do stuff like that, but the work I used to do, there's no way I can do that or want to do it. I used to work on boats. I used to pull a 20-foot boat, inboard outboard, and pull the engine out of it, pull the engine down, send it out, get it rebuilt, put the engine back together, run it before it on a stand before it gets installed in the boat. Then I'd put it in the boat, put the blower unit back on it. Then I go lake test it. Well, you get older, I don't climb in and out of boats like I used to be, used to. So I don't do that kind of work anymore, only because it's got too hard. I'm getting old. I slowed my life down. My wife is retired, and I try to stay away from what they call drama. Sometimes I screw up and make my own drama, and I try to stay away from that as much as I can. So But getting back to Kemimoto, remember November 27th, 20% off that rack if you're interested in buying it. The link to the page to order it through Amazon, I believe it is right there with it too. So if you're interested in something like that, I didn't think I think it's 90 some dollars. So you get 20% off. Do the math. It's cheap if you want one. You may only use it a couple times, but still for that amount of money, it's worth having hanging there if you'd ever need it. Um, and I know I've said this before. I'm friends with a campground up here, and if this next summer, if any of my subscribers are in the West Michigan area, would like to do a subscriber ride with me, uh, comment in the videos, and I would set something up where I'd meet you at the campground, and then we go from there. When we do rides up here, they can be 2 hours, or they can be 4 to 5 hours. It depends on what people want to do. I'm not a fast person. If you're looking for come up here and go do a trail ride and do 20 miles an hour down a two track, it's really rough and crappy. That's not what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a nice leisurely nature ride. You're gonna get to see stuff that like the spring that not many people know about. We'll go over to Baldwin, and you have ice cream and stuff like that. There's things to do. So, but that's all. If people are interested, I've done a. I had a bunch of subscribers come up this summer. I've done two groups. We went for a ride. 2 days. We went for a ride one day. Then next day I went over there and I picked them up. Then we went for another ride. So it's most of my rides are easily a quarter tank of fuel is all. You're not going to run your uh, machine bone dry and be wore out. And they're geared for wives to be along. If they my wife's got a broken back, and so she goes for rides with me, and I ride accordingly to how she can do. So, but I appreciate the fact that my views are. I got 43,000 views on this channel, and my other channel. I checked my other channel, and it's got 280,000 views. But if you want to go to my other channel and check it out, feel free to. It's I don't like to publicize it, but I will. It's type in drone effects with Claude, and there you go. It's a drone channel, and you can go there, and it's in my featured videos down the bottom, featured channels. But you can go there if you want. Give it a subscribe. I got stuff over there too. That channel is monetized, but what I'm probably going to do is once this one takes off really well, that one may or may not stick around. I don't put the videos to it like I used to. And yes, I can live stream into it. That's why there's a drone behind me. I was going to, but I don't know. I had too much trouble over there with trolls and stuff, so I tend not to live stream. That's the trouble with running a channel and doing live streams like this. Sometimes you get bad people coming in, and sometimes you create your own problems, and those bad people become really bad people. So that's why I tend not to live stream as much. I just want to do my videos and have a little fun, and that's what I try to do now. I don't deal with the drama. I don't, so. But I see I have two watching right now. I appreciate it, the fact that you're out there watching. And like I say, if you go to Kemimoto, the link in the description, then you'll get 20% off till November. And let me go check what the actual cost of that thing is. He's got the posted link right here. Okay, it's $103.99 for it, and they took 20% off it right now. So it's $103 minus 20%. So then there's a promo code. So I gotta check because he says, see, great Black Friday deal. Viewers can get 20% off without a code. Okay, there's no promo code. And so you get 20% off. So it's $103 for that part. I gotta get it. Got it right here. So uh yeah, so it's if it's a Ranger 500, 900, 1000, General 1000. It's a shovel holder, tool carrier, rear bed mount, rack, expansion, anchor mount is what they call it. And it's black. It's see here. It's mounting compatible with a Kemimoto ice auger holder, expansion anchors, mount specifically designed compatible with Polaris Ranger Generals. Yeah, we know that. Adjustable design, which I had adjusted, fit mine. Then I put it back to the what they showed because I got to put away. But it's but anyway, let's get out of here. But so yeah, you get it's $103 right now, $103.99 for it, and it's your if you was to put like I want to get the rack system that goes on my box of mine. That's $600 and some dollars. So it's like you can just starting out, you can do that, and it's all square, heavy duty powder coated steel. So well, hi there, Ro. Yeah, I talked to Scott last night. We were talking that the Kemimoto rack setup. That when I'm all said and done is going to go to him. I don't know if he told you that. He is going to. I'm going to give that to him. I got him the back windows in his Ranger too, so he's going to get this rack on the Kemimoto video if you've seen it, and when I'm done with it, they want me doing more videos, so it's basically matter of fact, he's going to come up here November, December, and stay hang out with us at our house here for him and Tammy are for um, I don't know 4 or 5 days. So, but yeah, I appreciate you. I'm going to give you a wrench, which means you're here, you're a friend of his. You'll go. You will. You'll change color in the chat. But yeah, he's a really good, super good friend of mine. I love him dearly. They're him and his wife. They're great people. So, and the reason I bought my Rangers because of him. I rode in his with his red one with him, and I went down that the same weekend he brought it up here and ordered mine. So, but I like I like it for the size of it. So it fits on our trails well up here. So I don't know if you ride. Well, there you go. There you go, Bobby. If you're ever in the west side of Michigan, come on up. Well, that's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind quads. We all. It's all not like I tell everybody. I had a guy who was talking about he bought a CF Moto 600 because the Polaris is overpriced. I don't really care what you buy. I mean, all it gets down is the end of the day is we're all going out and riding the trails together, right? So That's what I tried to tell him. It's like we can just, um, you know, go riding. I have quads go on rides with me. Scott, I got matter of fact, I got Scott's quad in my garage right now. Yeah, yeah. You ought to arrange to come up. I have a companion site. If you're a friend of his, where you could, if you got a trailer or something, or if you got a, I'm sure we could find some place for if you got tents or whatever. Because you're a friend of his, we could you could bring your stuff up, and when he's up here, I know he comes up here in July, June. We're gonna do our run together. We do that. We've done these runs. Oh, got a toy hauler? Well, then you're all set. I got a companion site, and if you're a friend of Scott's, I got a 30 amp connector. You could bring it up and plug it in and hang out with us when he's up here. I mean, obviously, he comes up in July. You just get to work it out with him when he's up here. I really don't care, and I know he's got a connector over there for a RV too. But I want when we go for our rides, like we one ride the long way to get from here to Baldwin is 4 hours. You can do that in with a quad. You just got to make sure you have an ORV sticker and a trail pass up here because we're so close to the state land. It just makes sense. It's like $28 or something like that for both, but get a trail pass and then you'll be all set. But none of the rides up here are a family could do them easy. If you know Scott, when Scott comes up here, we ride a lot with Scott. Um, we have oh crap. I know probably 1,200 miles of trails around here, so it ain't like we were having problems. Yeah, I want to go to the UP. I got my trailer redone. The video's out. I got my trailer done. My truck here. We want to go up and just rent a cabin somewhere. Me and the wife and go ride some of the trails up there. I use Polaris Ride Command and I use a tablet. I got to mount my Ranger now, so I put it use that for navigation. So I want to go there this next summer. I obviously want to go to out west. I want to do Colorado. I want to end up in Utah, where I want to end up, right? Because there's some beautiful riding up there. But that I will probably do with somebody up there that knows what you're doing. And Bobby, I've been trying to give you a wrench. Let's see here. There it went. I'm gonna make you blue. What it means if you got a wrench in here, guys, if somebody comes in here that causes trouble or doesn't comment properly, uses bad language, you guys can kick them out. So that's what the blue wrench does. And I don't. You guys are the first to get modded. So um, yeah, I was. I think Scott is off right now. I should call him. Can you hold on a minute? Let's see. Let's see if he's on. Yeah, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put him on speaker. Let's see if I can get him. Let's see if I can get him. I don't. Hey, I'm on doing a YouTube live stream right now, and Dean
You
says,
are?
"Yeah," and for Trail Rider, and Dean, your coworker's on there right now in the chat. He says, "Tell you hi."
Yeah, Dean Rowe. Yep.
Yep, it says
He's
DK
our
Rowe.
parts guy. Yeah, so he rides.
He said he's got some quads. He says,
Yes.
and he's got a
One of
toy.
them.
He's got a toy hauler, and I said he needs to come up here. I said we got companion sites. We can figure a place to park him.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah, he's got 2 quads.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
need to tell him about the Whiskey Creek across the road because he's got like a fifth wheel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he come up just for a weekend, he's a friend of yours. I got a companion site. He could pull it in, and he could just hang out. If it comes up when like a time that you're here or whatever. But
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, but just talk to him because
he
tell
can
him
he
about.
can he can hear you. I got you in speaker, and you're into the microphone.
Okay, yeah, just tell him all the riding. You know what I mean? That you have.
Right. I will.
So
But
sounds good. I may jump on there. Just see what you guys are doing.
all righty then, Scott.
Yep. See you.
See you. Bye. Just like that. There you go, Dean. There's Scott. But yeah, I know Scott now for God, probably 20 years now, or 18 years, something like that. I met him up here, and I met him purely by accident. I was riding my Sportsman around, and I went by their place, and him and his wife were sitting there. I didn't know him at the time, and next thing we know, I stopped in and talked to him, and ever since then, we've been really super good friends. He's that type of guy. He's really friendly. So, but yeah, he makes me work too hard. He said he may jump on, so get ready. But yeah, I'm retired. I just do I do YouTube full time. That's my job. So, and right now this one of my job sucks because I got a Ranger 900 to work on, but I'm putting it off. Well, I got it in the garage, but still it's cool outside. But no, up here you can ride Indian Trail loop. That is about an hour and a half, and it goes along the Pierre Marquette. We have the Crystal Valley loop. You can go down there for 2 hours and ride. Here, Scott is here right now, Dean. He's here right now in the chat. So, but you can go. We can go to Crystal Valley and ride that loop. You can spend a couple hours in there easy. Or we take the direct route to Mr. Bibbs for ice cream, and that's 35 miles round trip. So it's like, there's a lot of places to go. If anybody wants to come up on here, just let me know, and I can put a link down. If you got time, you can come hang out with me. Scott's done it, I think. I know Scott's done it. We've done it private, but I can have people come up here. I can have 10 people up here if I wanted to. So, and it's just like you're having a Skype meeting. And I use a program called StreamYard. I've had it for years now, and that's what I use. But yeah, Scott, that part is $103 is what that sells for. They want me to do he wants me to do a video of it, a second video when there's snow on the ground. So and have it mounted on there. And I got to find an ice auger. I don't have an ice auger. I don't want to necessarily buy an ice auger to have it sit in the garage and not get used. So if anybody, I mentioned anybody has access to an ice auger, know somebody can borrow one. They're in the area. To if they could loan it to me for a video, it'd be awesome. I'd even give them a shout out. But yeah, so Elvis, yes, my contact with Kemimoto, his name is Elvis Lynn, and he. I had spelling errors on the video, which I didn't catch it. It's Kemi. Yeah, I just need one to mount on there and you know act like we're going ice fishing or something, you know. But but Scott, I told Dean that you may be coming up here this for between the holidays here, as it gets boring up here. I mean, it's like 26 degrees outside, so it ain't like I go outside and stuff like that. So, but we let's see here. I'm gonna go back to here in then we go to here. Okay, if anybody of Scott's friends or Scott, if you want to, you just got to have, you can use your phone if you got a mic, it's got a camera and a microphone on it, obviously. If you want to click on that link, you can come up here and hang out with me for a little bit. I think Scott's done it. We used to do this all the time. So, but it's gonna. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, this next year I got some rides. I'm gonna do the tin cup. I got to do the tin cup. I didn't get to do it this year. I got to do the tin cup ride. That loop. That's 2 hours roughly to do it. The I've done the Baldwin. The northern part is 2 hours, and the southern part is at least 2 hours. But do the whole thing is about 4 hours. So, but you can we can um, I need to do something like that this next year. There's some other trails that we're gonna do. Oh, kids are welcome here, Scott. Just I'm just saying, if you can, you can. But but we're going to. I got some rides planned. I done a ride with another friend of mine. We went up north of to Club 37 basically, but I ended up riding. We're gone 4 hours that ride, and it was 52 miles. I went, so it was a big ride for me. So, uh, well, but yeah, right now it's cool outside, so I I'm glad Eric's not up here in a hurry to get his Ranger because I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it today. I just this late in the day, and I just not feeling it. But hey, what's with the turkey, Scott? That Katrina posted a picture. Anatomically correct turkeys or incorrect turkey. I see your wife is in there too. Was this all the women? You know, Scott's daughter and his wife. They can be a little crazy at times, but if you have his daughter, check out their her Thanksgiving picture. But we just went down and had dinner with Eric, a little dinner, and hung out with Eric. And I actually mowed it. I mowed it up and chopped up leaves, did yard work while I was down there. So, but that was my main thing. I wanted to get on here, let you know, Kemimoto, 20% off Black Friday deal on that rack, Scott. It's $103.99 for it. So, um, maybe when you come up here, we'll get. I don't want a lot of snow. Maybe we get enough snow that we can quick shoot a second video using it on the machine, and then you can actually touch it. I actually it's different from what you saw it in the what you saw it, because I put it everything correctly on it. I had it set up for my machine because my pockets are kind of strange on it, to make it work, and but it's set up to like the video that they use. They sent me is done, but I told them that I'd do a follow up video, and maybe we'll put it on there. We'll go riding, like going down the pond, and then we'll lift off the auger, and that's all we got to do. We don't got to go fishing. But you got to make it look like you're fishing. That's what they do. So, but it got kind of quiet, Scott. Did you scare off your coworker? Uh, that's right. I did give you a wrench a while back. So, but I told Elvis that I would do a quick live stream announcing it. Oh, Scott, your friend's still here too. You guys can talk amongst yourself. That's all fine. Subscribe to each other's channel if you know how to do that. You got a blue wrench, which means if you got a blue wrench, you go to the right side of this of your chat. You'll see a bunch of dots come up. Like I'll show you. Let's do it. Present. Let's see here. Share screen. Place. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there you go. You see me, I'm that's my YouTube. Okay, we go over here, like you go to Scott's, and where his grandson's comments at, and you click on there, and it says go to channel. Then we go like this. Yes, Scott, you have a channel because you're commenting. And it's not showing. But this share screen function, or if I go to all right, I'll see you later, Scott. Then if you go to Dean's, I'm going to your channel. Yeah, see, it's not showing. So my share is screwed up or something. I don't know. It's loading. It's hard to do when you're do it. Okay, then I can go over here and stop screen share. There we go. But Scott's leaving us. He popped in for a second. So, but yeah, my Ranger so far, I put in since I've got it. I've had it just over a year now. I got 3,500 miles on it. I put lift kit, a 3-inch lift, super ATV arms on the front, which they sent me. I put lights on the front of it. I put a winch in it. I did that the cases and the fuel pack in the box, which that's all can be lifted out in 5 minutes. It just sits in there basically. I put a bumper on it, rear back window. Uh, and so far, in the tablet mount that was sent to me on the dash, that is the things that I personally put into it, and it's worked quite well for me. I'm getting down to, I don't think I need to put more into it as far as maybe doors, but that's be about it. Set of doors on it or something like that. Um, I don't know, doors and a heater possibly, but I can get a heater system for $400. But if I do it right, maybe I'll get one for free. I don't know, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to pop in on here to um, let you know about Kemimoto. I told him I would do a live, talk about it. Be really careful on quads and lift kits. If you get too big of a lift kit, what ends up happening is it binds the axles, and next thing you know, you're you're breaking axles literally because they're at such a sharp angle. Because the quads are a little narrower than a Ranger. The Rangers tend to have a little longer arms. So, but when you put them on your quad, you look at your quad, look at your rear axles right now. They're like so. If you put a 2-inch lift, it's going to cock them axles even more, and in turn, it binds it on those ball there. So if you go to put a lift kit on it, it tends to bind the axles. What I would suggest is if you got the clearance properly, is do it with tires. Say you're running 25s on it now. If you got room, put 27-inch tires on it. 27 inches is a 2-inch lift, and it's done with tires, and it doesn't change the axle. Yeah, and you will do your lift through the tires themselves. Like the tires are on my machine are technically the stock size, but if you put a tape on them, they're 26 inches in diameter. So I've already went up an inch, plus I got a 3-inch lift. So I've raised 4 inches, but my machine can have it. Yeah, next spring, and but I'm already at 4 inches. So if do you got 25s on your machine now, go to 27s, that's 2-inch lift. Easy. As long as you got the room for your steering wheels, the back not so much. It doesn't matter as much. But the front, you need to do that. And if you got CF Moto, go to a channel on here. If you when you're searching around, Real Talk Motorsports. His name is Blake Stallion, and he's represents a CF Motor dealership in Mississippi, and he does a lot of hop ups of CF Moto stuff. As far as they got clutch kits, tune kits, lift kits, and all that. So go check out Real Talk Motorsports on here. And the guy who runs the channel, his name's Blake, and he does a lot of CF. I have no issue with CF Moto. CF Moto, I don't know if people know that or not. They use KTM motors in them because, yeah, they're Chinese, but when they ship them over here, there's no motors in them. They ship them over here, then they got a KTM to build motors for them. So then they put KTM motors in it. So you actually got a KTM motor in yours. So in that, so that's how they do that, because they can't ship them over here with motors in them because they're emissions. Well, they ship the chassis over here to a plant, then the plant puts the motors in them, then they go to the dealership. So it's just like the lot of the Chinese side-by-sides are shipped over here with no motors, and there's a place in Texas like the Axis, and that place in Texas puts the motors in them, and they're like a distributor for them through like Lowe's and everything else. So yeah, I had no issue with CF Moto. I really don't. There's up here right now. In the summertime, there's at least two or three that are running around up here. They run good, but when they break, they break. It's like everybody says, Polaris is a terrible machine. Mine's been great. Because I take care of it. It's 20, probably 25, 24, $25,000 sitting out there, and I take care of it. It gets maintained, it gets checked. Before I go for rides, any kind of ride, I always check the oil in it. I check it over, nut and bolt it, look things over. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with CF Moto. Nothing at all. Nope. Take care of them. You get them maintained properly. Do your own maintenance on them. They're good. The ones that people are complaining about, they say, "Oh, I bought one and I don't do anything." They're the ones that are running it through the mud up over the handlebars almost, and they just abuse them. They don't take care of them. So, uh, it's like that's but. Yeah, when I hit the 60-minute mark, I'm going to probably end up in this live stream for the day. I just wanted to get on here because of Kemimoto. I told him I would. Sometimes it's easier to do this than it is to go the other way. And if you notice, my subscriber count has grown. Oh yeah, you can end up having trouble. It's like me. I don't. I'm cross my fingers. Everything else. I've actually priced a long block for mine if it ever happens, and they're $5,000. Well, that's still less than the price of the unit. So, and I got the extended warranty on it. It's good till 2027, I think it is. So, and I've already got 3,500 miles on it. So, I got the warranty on it still. So, but yeah, you buy them. That's what I used to do. I used to work on them. I worked at a dealership prepping Polarises and doing top ends and everything else on them. So I know how to do that stuff. And like if it got down to a motor, I'd probably do my own motor. I'd order another engine and then I would just pull this one out, put the other one in there, and take this one, set it aside, and slowly rebuild it myself and put it away for a backup. So I'd always have an extra motor. But it's like anything else. You take care of them, you maintain them properly, enjoy them like they're supposed to be. It's like I got a Ranger. It's not a Razor. It's not designed to run. It'll do 60, but most time, if I'm on a road, maybe 30. If I get that, I'm not in a hurry. I'm going for rides to look around and have some fun. So that's what I tend to do is that type of riding. I'm not. I took a group out and they said, "Well, can we go faster? We'd like to ride fast." That was fun. I took them out, showed them stuff. But if they was to come again, I'd probably most likely uh, say, "Well, I can't do it today." Oh, the brake rattle. You go to your friendly neighborhood hobby shop mileage maker. Anybody that sells associated sedan cars, RC cars, get the 17-pound front spring or the springs for it. And what you do is you count from the top coil. You want to have two full loops and a tail, where you cut it, and one spring, set of springs. You get two to a package. If it's done right, that will do all four of your brake pads, all four side corners. Then you cut them. Then what you do, like say in the video, you saw me, I take the pad off and I put them between the brake pads. And it forces the pads away from the rotor so it doesn't rattle, but yet they still work. So yeah, I'm not into speed either. And you go to a hobby shop and the heat does not affect the mileage maker. And you go to the hobby shop and just get sedan car springs, the 17-pound springs. They have they'll say 17-pound right on the letterhead. And like say, start from the top, do it so you got two full loops, then cut it, then do the bottom half of it, two full loops up, then cut it. Now it'll give you two enough to do one side, and start with the rear. It seems like the rear is what does the rattle. Once the you do the rear, most likely the rattle is going to go away. If you still hear a little bit of a rattle, then you're going to want to go ahead and do the front calipers as well. It takes a 14 millimeter end wrench and a 6 millimeter Allen, because on the very top of your caliper in the video you'll see it. There, you got to back that pin off, and that pin, so you can take the brake pad off to put them between the pads. So it takes about, well, if you haven't done it, it'll take you about an hour to do the back, but that's where you can get it from. Well, I'm not into speed either. I got a rod in my leg. I used to ride dirt bikes, so I can't ride dirt bikes. My wife will not let me have a dirt bike. And quite honestly, I rode Scott's son's T Dub he had up here last year, and it was okay. But then I realized, this ain't for me either. So I backed off from doing the motorcycle stuff. Now I just like to go for rides, and some of the rides we do are. And if you, for some reason, you don't want to feel like you're imposing here, Dean, you can get a hold of Whiskey Creek Campground, which is across the street, and get a site in there if you wanted to. Otherwise, you're more than welcome. I'd set you up with I give you a spot here in the yard. I got a 30 amp connector, and I got a way to on my septic where you can dump your sewer tank into, and we even got water. So, but it's up to you. But yeah, that's where you get that from. So, um, yeah, that's how I do mileage maker. Watch my video. And actually, in one of the videos, I actually hold it up and you can see the part number. If you go through all those videos of the rattly brakes that I've done, watch the videos. And if you see it, stop the video and write the information down. It's right there. Even gives you the part number uh, for it. I got the springs by the bulk. If you're local, I'd say I'd make you a kit, and it's like 12, I don't know, $12 in springs, depending, I'm assuming that's what it costs you. That'll take the rattle out. It's a Polaris thing. They got a square hole and a round pin. So when they go in there, they go like this. And Polaris knows about it. I've been talking to Jeff about it, and he knows about it. And he asked about his engineers watching the videos and looking at them, and I had no issue with them. And so Polaris actually knows about him doing that. So, but, all right, guys, I've been on here an hour. Dean, thanks very much for coming in. Scott, Mileage Maker, I hope that helps you out. Just check out my videos and just go to your friendly neighborhood hobby shop and get springs from Associated Sedan Nitro Sedan Car. 17.5 pound springs, and that's what you need. But I'm going to back on out of here. My viewers have dropped off, and I've been on for 1 hour. So that's long enough for me for the day. And thanks very much. And if you guys like these things, question and answers, I can and will do more. It's just this time of year, it's still a view. It's when I get all said and done, these will go. I will keep up the videos. I got some more coming. The one I narrated, the part 2 of it is in the works. It takes me about 11 hours to do those videos, believe it or not. By the time I put it together, watch it, change it, watch it, change it, upload, watch the final video. And sometimes I'll get to that point, don't like it, then I'll start all over. So that's why I say it takes me about 11 hours to do a video. So it's about 20, 20 to 30 hours a week. I actually put in the channel because also if I'm not doing videos, I am looking on YouTube and getting ideas for stuff. And I have a lot of channels I watch, and they give me an idea and camera views. Eventually, I'm going to have to get to the point, I know that, where I'm going to have a camera person help me out. So, but that's all part of it, part of growing. My analytics say I'll be at 50,000 subscribers within 3 years at my current growth rate. So then, which means if I really push it, I'll probably make that sooner. Then I can get to my 100, and I can get my YouTube plaque. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going back out of here. And as always, this is Trail Rider 570 signing off, saying goodbye for now. And as always, God bless, and I will see you on my next live or video.